Welcome, yogis, to our practice today. Brahmacharya is one of the 5 yamas, which are the practices that Patanjali, the great-great-great-great-great-grandfather of yoga, instructed us to live by. And Brahmacharya is kind of a tricky one because it traditionally means abstinence or celibacy or the non-indulgence in sexual activities. But that is really for renunciants in many ways. And for us householders, those who are just living our lives, but coming to yoga in order to find a little bit of centeredness and an understanding of how to live in the modern world with all its contradictions, Brahmacharya is walking with the divine. Brahman is the ultimate unchanging reality, kind of the highest self, and Charya is to walk with. So walking with the divine, ultimately. And so this was challenging to learn about because, you know, it could mean just like not being indulgent with what you eat or not kind of overdoing it. But that's fine, and I kind of understood it, but in my studies, in my teacher training, I've learned that a helpful way for me to understand this is to see the divine in others and myself, and to rightly expend my energy to be in audience with the divine in myself and also in others. So I invite you to think about Brahmacharya as coming to be a witness to the divine that lives within each of us. And my personal challenge is to see the divine even in the people that cause me grief and frustration and that challenge me in any way, to see the divine in them and then to rightly use my energy to interact in how I choose to interact or show up in that situation. So Brahmacharya is our guide for our practice today. So come together, feet firmly rooted into the ground, kneecaps lifted, activate the core, shoulders relaxed down the back, mountain pose or Tadasana. Inhale through the nose, exhale it out. Seal the lips and make the exhalation super long. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Throughout your practice today, I invite you to come back to the breath, which is your anchor through all of the asanas, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth with sealed lips, making a gentle ocean sound in the back of the throat. Inhale the hands up. Exhale. Grab the left hand with the right wrist and then gently lean on over to the right for a side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Making a gentle crescent shape with the body. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center and grab the right wrist with the left hand and make a crescent shape on the other side, side body stretch on the right. Inhale. Exhale. Give a gentle tug. Feel a little bit more elongation from the rooted feet up through the side of the legs, through the side body, outstretched through the arm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, bring the hands down. Clasp the fingers behind the back and slowly now begin to bend the knees And then bring the hands overhead and gaze is down to the ground. Squeeze the arms together. The legs are very active, rooting into the ground through the feet. Belly button towards the spine, finding deep flexion in the hips. And then inhale, slowly begin to straighten the knees. If this is a little too intense having the feet together, go ahead and separate the feet, hips width apart. Otherwise, keep them together. Inhale. Exhale. This is a gentle inversion. And it's just mixing it up on the inside so that all the stagnant energy or prana moves in a different fashion throughout the body. Inhale. Exhale, let go of the hands. Gently bend the knees. Bring the fingertips to lightly graze the ground, and inhale, come into your chair pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. And clasp the hands together behind the back and begin to bring the torso forward, bringing the hands overhead. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to hang out here with the chest on the thighs, that's cool. Otherwise, begin to straighten the legs. Feel awareness in the hamstrings. Breathing in. Breathing out. Contemplating the rightful use of energy, not expending, not indulgent, not going overboard, but just right in order that we can walk with the divine. Inhale. Exhale. Release the fingers. Gently graze the fingertips along the mat. And then inhale again into your chair pose. Belly button towards the spine. Arms out at a 45-degree angle. Tuck the tailbone slightly. And relax the shoulders down the back. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, bring the hands down by the side. Mountain pose one more time. Inhale. Okay, let's come into some balancing postures. So root the left foot into the mat and raise the right knee and grab it with the two hands, and then just give a gentle squeeze together. Inhale. Bring the knee towards the chest. Exhale. Breathe in. And exhale, let it go. Let's do the other side. Root the right foot into the mat. Weight into the right foot. Lift up the left knee. Wrap the hands around the knee and give it a squeeze towards the chest, finding your balance. And if you fall out at any time, no worries. That's what life's all about. And in fact, the easiest way to find your balance is to lose it. So no stress if you lose it. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And set the left leg down. Good job. We're going to come into a couple different variations on that now. So if you want to grab a chair and bring it beside you, that's totally fine, to help you find your balance. And no worries at all. Just go ahead and find what works for your body right now. Again, bring the right knee into the chest. And now left hand onto the left hip. And open up that knee to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button towards the spine. Crown of the head lifts up. Breathe in. Knee back to center. And exhale it down. If you want to move the chair to the other side or reorient your body, have the chair on the other side, go ahead and do that. Root the right foot. Weight into the right leg. Lift the left knee up. Inhale. Right hand on the right hip. Open up the left knee to the left. Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale. And let it go. Bring the leg down. Really good job. Let's go forward now. So weight into the left foot. Lift the right knee up. And now begin to straighten the right leg. If you want to place your hands underneath the right hamstring, go ahead and do that. But come to straighten that leg. Inhale. Exhale, belly button towards the spine. Left leg straight and strong. Breathe in. And if you want a little challenge, look, ma, no hands, let them go. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Bring the knee back to the center and exhale it down. Really good job. Let's try it on the other side. Right knee, right leg roots down. Lift the left knee up. Hold underneath the hamstring and bring the knee towards the chest. Straighten that left foot now. Inhale. Exhale. Super challenging. No hands. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Knee back to center. And exhale, let it down. Really good job. We're going to come into a twist variation now, so I'll just turn to the side so you can see me. So weight into the right foot, left knee into the left chest. And now this time, keep your right hand on your left knee, and then bring the left hand up and then behind you. And if you want to go ahead and start turning the head, go ahead and do that. Inhale. Exhale. At any point you need the chair here to help you out. All good. Breathe in. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. And let's bring that hand up and over and then everything down. Whew. Walk it out a tiny bit. Good job. Let's do the other side so we have a little bit of balance. So it's a little different on each side. And again, remember, if you lose your balance, no sweat. How often are you standing on your leg, one leg, in a normal day? Probably not. In a week, probably not. So if you really want to get into this, do this practice over and over again, and you will notice micro improvements. The more you do it, the more consistent you are, the more you're training the body and the mind to come into the posture, the more progress you'll see. Maybe it'll be slow, maybe it'll come in a hurry, but you'll never know unless you try. So left leg, feeling the weight. Inhale, lift the right knee up towards the chest. Leave the left hand on the left knee. Just give it a little grab. Inhale the right hand up and over. If you want to keep the gaze in the front, all good. Hand holding a chair, all good. If you want to try and turn the head ever so slowly so the gaze is behind you, go ahead and do that. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button towards the spine. Really good job. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, bring the hand up and over. And exhale, set it all down. Whew, shake it out. Really good job. Super challenging, these balancing poses, but they help us, learn a lesson about how to rightly focus our energy and also be kind, because we are divine in ourselves. Other people are divine in and of themselves, even when they're so annoying. But practice Brahmacharya to remember to rightly use your energy. Spread the feet wide, slightly more than, or quite a bit more than hips width. Hands on the hips. The feet are parallel to the side edges of the mat. And lift the kneecaps up, belly button towards the spine, hands on the hips, and then slowly just bow forward for a wide leg forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, The feet are rooted very strongly into the ground. The crown of the head reaches towards the ground. You're trying to like make a sandwich of yourself, so your torso is coming a little bit closer, ever so slightly to the legs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come on up, slowly roll on up, head comes up last, avoid that head rush. Really good job. Hands clasped behind the back. And now we're gonna forward fold again. And just remember the hands coming up and over. So slowly hinge from the hips, come on down, squeeze the hands together. Legs are strong, arms are tense. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Let it go. One more time. All right, let go of the clasp of the hands, bring the hands to the hips, and then slowly roll on up again, super slow. Nice and controlled, head comes up last, avoid that head rush. Step the feet together, Tadasana, mountain pose one more time. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, and let it go. Contemplate now something where the practice of Brahmacharya will aid you in any part of your life, whether it's your relationship to food or your relationship to alcohol or other substances, your relationship to online shopping, whatever it is. Remember that if we do too much of it, if we're overindulging, we are not walking in the path of the divine. And Brahmacharya is not telling us that we need to not experience joy or pleasure, but just don't overdo it. Be reasonable, be measured, and be thoughtful. And remember to find the audience of the divine in others and ourselves. Bring the hands together in prayer position. Bow the head forward. Close the eyes. Bring the head up. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for practicing this asana practice focused on Brahmacharya. I hope you find it useful in your life. And thanks. We'll see you next time.